Hey y'all, it's Sierra and I'm back with another video to show you all my new oracle deck that I created, which is called the Dreams Revealed Oracle. So I will try to do some readings for my channel using this deck. I know it's been a while since I've done any pick a cards or zodiac readings, but I've just had a lot going on. I am in Texas, so you all know if you're watching this video on the same day that I uploaded. Texas just went through a lot over the past couple of weeks with freezing weather that pretty much came out of nowhere. And I am a property insurance adjuster, so I wasn't affected by the freeze, the power outages, and the water being out, but it is my job to deal with everyone who was affected by that. So I've been really busy lately. However, before that happened, I did create this oracle deck and I was just waiting to get it in the mail. So I recently got it in the mail. This is the Dreams Revealed Oracle deck. This is a deck I created to help me to interpret my dreams. I have lucid dreams. I have dreams that have messages in them. That's one of the ways my spirit guides and ancestors reach out to me and my higher self as well, especially because I have so much going on during the day. Every single day I'm always super busy, so I don't get the time to process things. So when I go to sleep and I have dreams, I get a lot of messages and downloads in my dreams. But sometimes, because my dreams are so crazy, the settings are changing constantly. There's people from the past, people from the future. There's so many crazy things that go on in my dream. I have repetitive dreams, so it can be hard for me to explain it. So going to somebody who interprets dreams is not something that I have felt would be beneficial to me, just because they usually want you to be able to explain the dream to them, and there's always a lot going on in my dream, so it's hard to explain. I did find that doing readings to see what the messages are for my dreams has been helpful, and going to psychics and explaining my dreams to them, because they don't need all of the details. You can basically just tell them, I had a dream, this person was in it, it was on this day, what was that about, and they can help to interpret it. And you don't have to give them a whole bunch of details, because as we all know, dreams are hard to remember. So sometimes there's messages in our dreams, but we don't remember the dreams. So that's why I wanted to create this oracle deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the cards and kind of explain why I chose the keywords and the images that I chose. So some of the cards have images on them and some of them just have keywords. Now I accidentally put a G right here where there's supposed to be a C, so that has been corrected. Anybody that has pre-ordered the deck, yours will not say oracle, it will say oracle. So people have already started ordering this deck on Etsy. I will put the link below if you are interested. So this is the back. Now I had to use glossy cardstock. I usually don't like using glossy cardstock because, as you can see, it glares with the light and the cameras, but because the images were gold, it was best for me to go ahead and use glossy to make sure that the gold showed up right, because it's really hard to print gold unless you're using like gold foiling or something like that. The manufacturer I use does not have that option. Otherwise I would have chose that option, but that's why I have the glossy cards. Now since it is black and glossy, you can see the fingerprints on it, so that's the only part that I don't like. So the cards aren't dirty or anything. If it looks like it, it's just my fingerprints. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through all of the cards. I may do a quick flip through and add that to the end of this, so that way if you don't want to hear me explaining why I chose the keywords and images that I chose, and you just want to see me going through the cards, then you can just click on the link in the description or the comment section to go straight just to the walkthrough. Okay, so we have overcoming obstacles. That doesn't really need to be explained. This is the back, by the way. We have a bike, a picture of a bicycle. It says forward movement with effort, promising times ahead, and productive pleasure. Now I chose productive pleasure because riding a bike can be fun, but at the same time it's exercise as well. So you're being productive by exercising, but you're also having fun. So with these cards that have the images on them, there's several keywords, and as the intuitive, you basically decide which one resonates more with you when it comes to the reading, or you can just look at the image and you don't have to pay attention to the keywords. And then with the cards like this, there's just one keyword on it. Okay, we also have be mindful of the content you consume, because that can affect your dreams. We have your sleep paralysis is a result of astral travel. The reason why I wanted to make sure this was in here is because I get sleep paralysis from time to time. And I found out that my sleep paralysis was being caused by astral traveling. So basically my soul was astral traveling to other dimensions while I was asleep. And then basically my brain was waking up before my soul pretty much got back into my body. Something like that. So sometimes astral or sleep paralysis is caused by an entity, and sometimes it can be caused by astral traveling as well. So if you have somebody that is having sleep paralysis, this deck can kind of tell them why they might be having it. And then we have dimensional jumping, and I just explained this a little bit with the sleep paralysis card. We have guilty conscience. So having a guilty conscience can affect our dreams. Inner child trauma. Okay. We have the curtains. These curtains are supposed to represent like a stage, like being at a stage play or something like that. And it says you will be receiving more public recognition. Use your voice to reach the masses. Because usually when you're on stage, there's a mass audience. Okay, so people are watching you. You're a public figure for the most part. We have the scales. Someone is being affected by feelings of injustice. Or this could represent a Libra as well. So as the intuitive, you can decide what the scale represents when it comes to your dreams or the dreams of the person that you're reading for. Or you can use the keywords. We have protect your dreams, cleanse your space. Positive changes. Highlighting insecurities. So sometimes your dreams can highlight things that you're insecure about. We have work-life balance. So sometimes, like with me, I'm so busy with work all the time. We have creativity will help your manifestations. Use imagination and visualization. Magical forces working on your behalf. So it could be either of those things that I read. And then we have like a fairy here or a Tinkerbell. Okay. We have boundless success is coming to you. You will have a reason to celebrate soon. And I'm reading this through the viewfinder of the camera, so bear with me. If it's hard for me to read, I'm not illiterate, I swear. We have redirect your energy, refocus, time to leave a situation. There is something better. And I chose this because it kind of reminds me, this image, of a compass. So that's why I chose this for this card, because it's talking about redirection. We have the butterfly, major transformation, positive signs, inner beauty glowing, appreciate the little things. Death equals rebirth. Performance anxiety. The people in your dreams are a reflection of an aspect of yourself. So sometimes when you're having dreams and there's somebody constantly showing up repeatedly in the dream, it could be because that person represents an aspect of yourself, something that you need to resolve within yourself, or they might have some quality or traits that you have that you may need to work on. So it would be great if our dreams were really literal and not filled with so much symbolism, like straightforward to the point, but that's not how they work most of the time. So a lot of the times a person might represent something other than just that person. Okay, we have your sleep paralysis is being caused by an entity. So this could be a positive entity or a negative entity. So the reader that I go to, that she was able to explain what my sleep paralysis was, she told me that she gets sleep paralysis sometimes when her spirit guides are wanting to download something to her. So they're wanting to give her a download. So they'll give her sleep paralysis sometimes. So it could be a negative entity or a positive entity. It just depends. So again, up to the reader to determine. We have do not rush to complete your goals, slow but sure success, gradual elevation, escapism, restrictions will be lifted. And we have a hot air balloon. So as you know, hot air balloons rise steadily, slowly. So that's why this card is representing not rushing to complete your goals, but it also represents gradual elevations as well. Then we have consult with your higher self, block out distracting noise, meditate, spend time alone. Stretching, yoga, or Pilates could be beneficial. The reason why I added that on the end is because when I saw this card, I thought about yoga poses. So I wanted to put that on there. But this can also represent, it looks like this person, this fairy is looking up for guidance. Okay, so looking to your higher self for guidance. And we have the sunglasses, dream walking. That's when somebody purposely sets the intention to interfere with your dreams or be in your dreams. Then we have manipulation tactics, toxic relationships, attempt to summon you through telepathic connection. So people that you have telepathic connections with, a strong mental energetic connection with, they can think about you and cause you to think about them. If your connection with somebody is very strong, then they can send you messages telepathically. And then we have someone is trying to get in your head, stalker. So this is not like a good card to get. So we have a mixture of good cards and not so good cards. We have financial difficulties. So if you're worried about your finances, that can affect your dreams. We have what stands out about the setting of your dreams. So sometimes the people in your dreams are important, the colors are important, and sometimes it's the setting that's important as well. Like for me, for some reason, all of my dreams take place back in my hometown, even though I have not lived there in forever. And it will have people that live in the current town that I live in, as well as people from my hometown. So for whatever reason, my dreams always take place in my hometown. I need to figure out what is important about that particular setting. And my camera might overheat. So if it just cuts off, that's why. But I'll try to edit that out. We have good news. We have an important social encounter. Create a morning ritual to set a positive tone for the day. So coffee can represent a ritual. Most people start their morning off with that. And then it can also represent meeting someone for coffee. So a meeting, a social gathering. Also, you will see an increase in your energy levels and a need to be more social. We have lack of control. Look into soul retrieval. Okay, so one of my dreams was connected to the fact that in a past life, I basically was slaughtered in a particular place, a particular country, and I have been getting the urge to go to that country, but the dream was telling me not to go there until I do a soul retrieval. And that's because a part of my soul is fragmented and still with my body, basically from that past life. So hopefully this makes sense. I feel like if you're watching this video, you probably understand a lot of this stuff if you've been doing readings and you've been on a spiritual journey for a while. If you don't, it'll probably come up if you continue on your spiritual journey. So this deck has been inspired by a lot of my experiences when it comes to dreams. We also have embarrassment or shame. We have the parrot. Be mindful of the power of your words. Be mindful of negative patterns you may be repeating. Someone is mirroring you or you are mirroring someone, and gossip. We have unhappiness and discontent. We have skeleton keys. I had a skeleton keys in my house growing up, so I wanted to include those. So it says ancient knowledge, essential information, the time frame that could be important, could be the 1940s or sooner, and this is when skeleton keys were in circulation. And then we also have the answer key is in your dream. So it could be any of those keywords or whatever intuitive messages you're getting. We have you are on the right path. Past life memory. So some of our dreams are actually memories from past lives. Someone needs your attention, family, child, or friend. We have the lips, unspoken desires for affection. Someone has a crush, repressed sensuality, fear of sensual intimacy. And I said sensual and not sexual for a reason. But again, whatever your intuition is telling you. We have ancestor message. Purse, conceal or protect intellectual property. Prioritize your values, increase in finances, and overly materialistic. And the reason why I say conceal your intellectual property is because when you have a purse, people can't see what's inside it. They can't see your valuables, okay? We have the eye, the third eye. Prophetic dream, guidance, warning, directional dream, subconscious mind working through a decision. We have the crown. You can look at this as the crown chakra or spiritual enlightenment, activating Kundalini energy, strengthening connection to divine sources, recognizing divine energy within oneself. Confirmation. We have the pencil or the pen. Healing through writing. Keep a dream journal. Manifest through writing. Write down your ideas. Important messages being revealed in your dreams. Keep record of important conversations. So some things you might want to get in writing, which in today's world would be text or email for the most part. We also have you will encounter unforeseen obstacles. Something is clouding your perception. You are obsessing over something or someone. Overly concerned with what others think. We have the giraffe. You will need to be more flexible and adaptable to evolve or keep evolving. And as most of us know, the story about how the giraffe got its long neck is because it needed to evolve and adapt to be able to reach food sources like trees, so it had to grow a long neck. So that's why this represents adaptability, being flexible. We have the black swan. Contact with celestial beings. Be silent and listen to receive downloads. The answer is in a song, okay, because swans, either they sing or they make a particular noise or sound. I can't remember which one. And then fidelity, loyalty, and act with grace, because swans are seen as graceful. Then we have go green. Oh, sorry. Go / green light / proceed. So, we have the heart, self-care, self-love, pamper yourself with the little perfume bottle at the end. And then we have glimpse of your soul tribe. You will make important connections soon. People that you should network with. Okay, so that's all of the cards. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off before it overheats. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found the cards interesting. If you want to purchase the deck, you can click on the link in the description or the comment section. It'll be in one of those places. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.